welcome to my channel. I hope you are all having a very great day today. If you're new here, I'll introduce myself a bit. I am Teresa and I am documenting my knitting journey on YouTube this year. And today I want to sit down and have a little knit and chat. I am wearing actually one of my first makes, which is the Silly Slip Over by Testknit. So yeah, outfit on point. I am working actually on something that is pretty far in the process already. It works up so quick. It is the sweater number 14, the v-neck version. And I did the whole body, the neckline, and now I'm working on the sleeves. Which is cool because the sleeves work up pretty fast. So this will be done in a few days, I feel like. I really love this project. It's really easy. It's just stockinette stitch from now on. I have to do it for 30 centimeters on the sleeve. And then I can do ribbing and then the sleeve is done. So that is actually amazing. Yeah, so let's start. Grab a drink if you wanna drink something during this knit and chat. If you don't, maybe grab your knitting or some other craft projects, because that's what I like to do. Also with this project I learned how to knit continental, which I will be showing off in this video then. I'm pretty proud of it, and the time goes by so much faster because you knit a lot faster. I don't know if I'm going to be able to knit fast while I talk, but that's a new challenge for this video, I guess. Yeah, so let's start. The first thing, it was actually my birthday last week, so everyone who congratulated me, thank you very much. It was a fun day. I didn't really do that much. I went out for dinner in the evening and got some presents, but besides that, not too much of birthday activities. But that's fine because I feel like I'm not really a person who really likes to plan a really big birthday party for themselves. So yeah, it was fun and I really enjoyed the day, so that's what is most important, I feel like. Then something more knitting related. I actually applied for a Testknit a while ago and I didn't hear anything, so I thought maybe I should contact the person, but it turned out that she actually was sick. So she put on Instagram that she was sick and that she chose her test knitters for her project, which unfortunately did not include me, which was a bit of a bummer. But I feel like I'm still gonna buy her pattern when it comes out. It is a color work pattern, which I have never done, but I'm still looking for the perfect pattern to make, and this one really spoke to me. I really felt inspired by it and I really wanted to make it. But yeah, I think because I also put in the form that I never did and intarsia before, that maybe she wanted someone who did intarsia before, so maybe that's why. But yeah, maybe there's no specific reason. Maybe someone was just first and I came after that. That's also a possibility. We'll never know, I guess. But yeah, the pattern really inspired me and I thought I would love to do a pattern for myself. I want to design something, and I want to start small, so I think I want to do a top, and then also include some color work in it. So maybe my first color work project can actually be my own design, because I feel like if you Google or go on YouTube to find like an instruction video for intarsia or color work, then you know the technique. I already looked up a few videos actually, and then with a chart you can just make your own top. And I thought something with flowers would be cute, because I always love the look of flowers on knits, and maybe a bit more of an abstract flower, so not really like a realistic flower. I don't know how to explain it very well, but yeah, I feel like it would be cool, because at the beginning of my knitting journey I really wanted to learn something new with every project that I do, every pattern, but with a few patterns that I made until now, I didn't really learn anything new. I just did stuff again. And I really feel like I really want to take on a bit of a new, cool and bigger project. And it would be cool if it could be a design that I did myself. I'm also contemplating a bit if I maybe will do the color work in duplicate stitching, because I also saw a few videos about it that actually made it look easier than doing the actual color work. But yeah, we'll have to see. It will be a fun project to discover all these things, which will be good and which one won't be that great. I also am still thinking about buying the Japanese stitching Bible, which looks really cool, but I actually found out that there is another book that came before the Japanese stitching Bible, which is called, I think, Japanese Stitches. And now I'm contemplating if I should buy the first book, so the Japanese Stitches, or if I should buy the second one, the Stitching Bible, or both. But I feel like both would be a bit excessive, so probably just one of them. And if I really like designing stuff myself, then that would be really cool to incorporate into the designs that I would make. Because I saw the book one time in a yarn store, and I went through it, and it actually was so beautiful, all the designs. I feel like it's also a very difficult book, but I feel like if you spend enough time learning something or looking at it, trying to understand it, you can basically do anything. Yeah, so I'm really thinking about buying one of those books. I thought maybe I should buy it for my birthday, but I didn't do it. I couldn't decide what I wanted exactly. So I thought when I do decide and am really sure about what I want, then I will buy it. So still undecided. But yeah, we'll see. And yeah, I have been looking also, besides knitting, been looking at some other crafts, and I would like to try out crochet, which is pretty similar to the craft of knitting, of course. I feel like some tops are really cool in crochet, and I would love to make at least one garment in crochet. So I've been looking around on the internet again, browsing, and I saw some kits that I would love to try out, but the kits are very expensive, so that's a bit, it's not something that I would buy immediately. But one that I really loved was actually the Malibu sweater from Wool and the Gang, and it's like a really colorful sweater with stripes, and it has like a zigzag pattern, and it looked so cool and so like what people in California would wear. I feel like that's what people in California would wear. Never been to California though, but the things that I would see on TV or in series, I feel like that's the style that they have in California. So yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. It is actually 90 euros, so if I'm gonna buy it, then I'll have to really want it. But yeah, for now at the moment, that is my favorite crochet project out there that I would love to make. I also have my eyes on a mesh kind of, I think you can call it a t-shirt. I think I discussed it already in another video, but I will look it up. Ah yeah, it is the Testknit top by LCK Crochet, which would be a really cool project as well. So I'm excited to try one of these out. I actually bought crochet needles at the same time that I bought my knitting needle set. But for some reason I just went all in for knitting and never really crocheted anything. Well, that's a lie actually, because I did crochet a granny square once. Which is impressive. Yeah, but I did try to crochet a granny square once because my mom actually asked me if I could make a blanket for her, a crochet blanket, and I was like, of course, I'm in this craft life now, so I will make you anything you want. But the granny square actually took me so long. It took me like 2 hours to make, and it was like such a really small granny square. I think like 10 by 10 centimeters. Yeah, and I didn't really felt like I wanted to do it again. So I said to my mom, maybe you can pick anything else for me to make you, because it took me a long time and I will need like 100 of these squares to make you like a full blanket, and also it was not really that pretty. The granny square, it was really holey, and like it had a lot of holes in it, and yeah, if you looked at it you wouldn't think, wow, that would make a great blanket. So I left that for what it was. And I think then one other time I tried to make a swatch of a single crochet stitch, and that's actually it. So I think those are the things that I did with my crochet needles until now. But I would love to pick up bigger projects and actually make a garment. Yeah, so I feel like you can go a lot of ways with the fiber arts. You can do knitting and crochet, of course, which are, I feel like, the most commonly seen ones. Yeah, I don't really know if you can put sewing also in the fiber arts category, because it is fiber, right? But sewing is also really cool. It does take a lot of time, a lot of preparation. So that's a bit of a downside of it for me. But I think I will always try to sew here and there, but not really as much as knitting. Because knitting is very relaxing and sewing is actually very stressful. So yeah, maybe if I have like a new project that I really like and that really speaks to me, I will try to sew it. But for now I don't really have any projects in mind that really speak to me. I tried to make a dress already, and I made some pants. The dress is a bit tight, so I'll still have to fix it, but I don't know how. So I'll have to ask someone that knows how to sew how to do it. I haven't done that yet. It's not on my priorities list. But yeah, I feel like the second time that I sewed a project, it was already easier than the first time. The first time I couldn't really sew straight and it went all over the place. And the second time I actually did sew a lot straighter. So that's already progress, which is cool. Yeah, but for now my main hobby is still knitting. I feel like I'm still in love with it, so that's great for me. Another thing that I saw and I think is also under the umbrella term fiber art is actually cross stitching. And I would love to have some cross-stitching projects on my wall. I thought it would be cool to have like to have 3 cross-stitching projects in like a round frame, and then have 2 like this and then 1 below that. And it would be cool if they would match a little bit. So I thought maybe I can do like different kinds of flowers, because I see a lot of cross-stitching projects with flowers on it, which would be cool. And I looked on Pinterest for a bit to find some cool flower cross-stitching projects, but yeah, I'm not really sure if which ones are beginner friendly. So I'm also looking out for a kit still. But yeah, I would love to try it sometimes, because I feel like it would be very relaxing as well, and it looks nice when it's done. So yeah, I'm just at this point just collecting grandma hobbies, and I'm very content with that lifestyle. So yeah, if anyone knows like a good beginner cross-stitch pattern or a kit, please DM me, because I really do not know where to start actually. Yeah, so that's actually all about the fiber arts, I feel like. I did have a few days for the past few weeks that my knitting mojo really lacked for some reason. I didn't really have the motivation to knit, which I started in February. For like the months before that, I never had that. I wanted to knit every day. So that was new, but I'm happy that it is back, because I did buy yarn for new projects, and I wanted to make those projects, but I just needed the motivation to start. And I feel like what really helped me come out of it was actually seeing the projects grow into the final project, so you could see what the final projects would look like. And that gave me motivation, because I thought, oh, I really like the end result. Let me work towards it. So that actually brought me back into my mojo, which was pretty nice, because now I'm back and I'm on the knitting train again. Yeah, so that's actually it, I think, for my knitting stories. So yeah, so in summary, like, I applied for Testknit, didn't get it, so I want to design my own patterns. I don't know if I said this, but I will still buy her pattern if it comes out, because I really love it. So so I will still make it, but when it comes out. But I don't know how long it will take between testing and actually having the pattern released normally, because I never really took notice of it. But yeah, I will still like to make it. and then it will for sure come back on this YouTube channel. But yeah, so I applied for Testknit. As I said, wanted to do my own designs and also try other fiber arts. Yeah, for the next portion maybe I could talk a bit about how my life is going, like a bit on a more personal level. If you like that, you can stay, would be nice. If you're only here to listen to knitting stories, then thank you for watching. Yeah, my personal life is actually pretty much the same. I feel like since my last knitting chat, I applied for a few jobs here and there, but yeah, still no difference in my situation. I actually had one of the best interviews in my life, I feel like 2 weeks ago, but which was at a museum for music, and it's the first pop art museum in Europe, and it actually has an exposition about music over the years, I think over the last 60 years, and it's like a whole experience, which was really cool, and I needed someone for the marketing position. So I went there, and it was really cool because there were a lot of people who applied. I think like 50 people, and they only chose 5 to come to the interview. So that actually was like a boost for my self-confidence, because I thought, I actually stood out from other people to get this job. And I went there, and I feel like I had a really good connection with the woman interviewing me. And she also offered, if you want to go to the museum, let me know, then you'll get free tickets, which is awesome. Yeah, so I'm still looking for some good job openings that will be a match for, yeah, that will match with me and I will match with them. But yeah, it gave me a lot of hope to find a good match. So I'm still pretty optimistic about it. At one point there will be a match. So yeah, that's about how the job search is going. I'm actually happy that I have knitting going on and a lot of hobbies at the moment right now to keep me busy, because I am a person who likes to keep busy, and I am bored pretty easily actually. So for every day now I make a plan to like clean the house, knit on some stuff. I actually got like a new routine exercise wise, because I wanted to do some strength training again, and because now I have the time to actually exercise a lot and get myself in the best shape ever. So I tried a few things. I did Pilates, I did like some sort of circuit training with weights. I did body pump from Les Mills. I don't know if that's a really known brand outside of Europe, but basically they have a lot of sport lessons, also online, but also in gyms. And body pump is basically just sets of little repetitions of strength training exercises with weights as well. So that's been really fun to try out different kinds of things. I've been cycling still a lot, which is also fun. And I also have been trying to learn Spanish. So I'm trying to do a half hour a day of Spanish on Duolingo. And that's actually pretty fun. I went with a friend to a restaurant, and it was a Spanish tapas restaurant, and they spoke to us in Spanish, or we talked in Spanish back to them, and we understood each other, which was cool. And then we felt like two Spanish girls who were just fluent in Spanish, but we just knew like things to say, like can I have the menu, and I would like to drink this, I'd like to eat that. So it was not that difficult of a conversation, but it was really fun to do it in real life instead of doing it at home with an app. So that was pretty cool. I heard someone say that there are a lot of cool Spanish language courses in Spain, which would be pretty cool to do at some point. So I think when I go to Spain that I will do the language course there first, on top of the Duolingo one, of course, because I feel like the Duolingo one teaches you a lot of sentences, but it would be cool to also learn more about the grammar and like that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's also one of my plans. I have a lot of plans, not a lot of them, I have not done a lot of them yet. But it's good to have some goals in your life, right? So you have to something to look forward to. Yeah, and for the rest, I think I go to the movies a lot. I have an unlimited pass, so I can go whenever I want. So that's actually pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I try to keep busy while looking for a job. That's a bit of a summary there for the personal life part. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, you cannot know for certain how your life will go. So we'll see. And either way or another, it will be fine. So yeah, I think that will be it actually for this knit and chat. I think I talked for a long time this time actually. So I think I'm actually going to wrap it up. I want to thank you for watching, if you're still watching, and I want to wish you a great rest of your day. And I hope to see you next time, of course.